everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jemma, I own Handmade Jems, and this is our YouTube channel. Today is the top 10 tips I would give to a small business starting out. Things to remember when starting a small business that I wish there was videos like this when I was starting. So I really hope this helps you if you are starting a business, and I would love to help answer other questions if you do have any, but let's get into the video. So starting a business can be very daunting if you don't know anything about business. That was me. I literally didn't even mean to start a business. There's a lot of factors into business, and so the best advice I would have is to break it down. So in this video I have broken down the top 10 things that I think you should remember to try and do and try and start before you start your business, just to give you a good start so that you're successful and you grow and you learn through your business instead of stressing that you haven't done this and haven't done that. So I really hope this video is beneficial for you. Please let me know if you like these types of videos, and let's get into the first tip. So I've written the list on my phone. The first thing to remember and do for starting a business is have a business name. So business names are really important because that is the first part of marketing and part of your business that people actually see, and it tells them what your business is about, and your brand colors in there if you're in your business name and logo, if it's a particular genre, etc. From my personal experience, my business name is Handmade Jems. My name is Jemma with a J, so it's kind of a pun on words. All my products are handmade or have a handmade component, so that is the first part of my business name. The second part of my business name is gems. So a gem is normally like a treasure or a beauty sort of thing. Think of diamond gems, etc. So I wanted to make it a little pun on words and make it a bit personal, so I popped Jems with the J being my name in the business name. So you can really do what you want with your business name, just make sure that it is personal to your business, it is unique, and you're not just doing a random like handmade scrunchies or whatever, because you don't want to isolate yourself with your products as well. I'm so grateful I decided to make it Handmade Jems because it means that I don't have my product name in the title, which is really good not to have, just in case you do happen to grow out of your product or expand, etc., which, you know, down the track scrunchies won't be as popular. So I may not be selling scrunchies in a few years, or I might, it just depends. So it doesn't isolate yourself with what you're selling and what you're creating. Also making sure that, you know, it's your business name, it's all about you. So make sure it's something that you like, that is easy to search up, that's not going to be too confusing for people, and something that you can remember. If your business name is memorable, that's the best thing that you can do. The second thing to do would be get an ABN. So that is in Australia, it's called an Australian business number. In other countries, I'm not too sure what the equivalent is, but it's basically registering your business so that you can sell and you have the legal rights to sell. So just so that you can wholesale, or sometimes when you're buying off other businesses, they require an ABN just for tax purposes as well. So it's free to register. So I definitely recommend get on the ABN as soon as possible. As soon as you've got your business name, get an ABN and then you'll be ready. Registering your business name along with the ABN is probably the main thing that you need to do first off, because if you have a business name and someone else has it, they might have a copyright against it, they might have trademark, they might have legal rights to that name. So if you use it, things can happen down the track, and you don't want that to happen. You want your business to be stress-free. So make sure that you choose a business name, you do your research, make sure that there's no businesses that are trademarked against that name or have a copyright, or there's not heaps of businesses with that name. Try and make it unique to you so that, you know, you stand out, and that's your name, it's not their name as well, it's your name. So definitely make sure you register that name as well as get an ABN. The next thing is tax and permit. Depending on the country, taxes have to be paid at a different amount. There is taxes such as your GST, so that's your goods and services tax, as well as other taxes. So when we are purchasing items, in Australia, it's included in the items. I know in America, your goods and services tax is like excluded, so that when you go to the register, it's this amount plus tax. Australia, it's all included. So in Australia, you must register your business for GST if you turn over $75,000 or more in a year, in the financial year, which basically means excluding profit and losses and everything, if you turn over, so you make $75,000 worth of sales in that year or more, you have to have GST on your business. So it is an extra cost, unfortunately, but just like us, we have to pay taxes for living, so it's the same with our businesses. A lot of small businesses don't need to pay GST. I personally don't pay GST because I don't turn over that much per year, but other businesses do. So just make sure that you look into that, and if you need to, register for GST or any other taxes that may be in your area or in your country. In that sort of bracket, permits are also really applicable for certain businesses. Sometimes you might need a permit for candles is one of them, cookies and any baked goods. Sometimes even where if people come to your home for your service and that's where you run your business out of, you need a permit for that. Sometimes it's also the same with if you've got people picking up orders, you need a permit for that. So just make sure that you look on your local council's website, give them a call or send them an email and just see, you know, what permits you need, if you need any. Sometimes you don't need permit. Now the fourth one is setting up a website or a selling platform. Selling platforms are really important to have. A website isn't always necessary, but it's definitely recommended. I personally started using Instagram, and I just use like orders through like DMs and messages through Instagram, but then I moved to Etsy, which is a really good handmade selling platform for like handmade small businesses. That's worldwide as well. It is definitely a great platform to start on because it is a search engine in itself, which basically means that when people search for a product, for instance like scrunchies or scrunchie clips, Etsy will recommend businesses that sell these. So it kind of shows all different businesses rather than just one business. Setting up a website or a selling platform is a really important tool to have before you open your business, just so it's nice and easy for the customer. Now you've got your business name, you've got your ABN, you've looked into tax permits and everything, you've looked into your website. Now you need your social media. Now social media is what we live in this day and age. Social media is so important for businesses. We see so much business growth in all these businesses through social media. I have gotten so many orders from social media, in particular Instagram and TikTok, because I've been regular in posting on them. So the more you post and the more active and the more you build on those sort of platforms, the better it's going to be, and the more orders you're going to relay to your website or to your selling platform, which is really important. So I would definitely recommend setting up an Instagram account, and that can be kind of conjoined with a Facebook account for your business. So Instagram is where I am most active, and I find a lot of businesses are, but the other one that is really important and trending at the moment is TikTok. TikTok is such a big search engine. I've actually heard that it's currently about to take over Google in its search engine sort of qualities. People are searching things on TikTok instead of Google now. So make sure you set up a TikTok account. You don't need to put yourself in the videos, you just need to put your products and your services there. You don't need to speak in it. It's all about the trends and everything on that as well. So it's a really simple platform to use. So definitely get used to your social medias. I'm sure everybody's already on social media somehow, but setting up a business Instagram and Facebook as well as a business TikTok would be my two main things. Email address is also kind of linked with that, so definitely make sure you have an email address and make sure it sounds reputable. Now I've moved over here for the next few items because there's a few different props and everything I'm going to actually demonstrate. But the next thing is working out your product. We obviously want to start a business, and one of the motivations for starting a business is to make money. There's no hiding in that. But that shouldn't be the only thing that is making you start a business. You need to enjoy what you're doing. You need to have a passion for it. For me, it was a passion for just creating and, you know, making some fun little accessories, and that's kind of grown for me. But for other people, it could be helping people. It could be, you know, beauty. It could be trade. It could be lots of different things. So just having a passion for it and making sure that you have an idea of your products. Once you have an idea of your products, the next thing is to make sure that you have product pricing down pat. Organizing product pricing can be a bit tricky sometimes. Platforms such as your inventory tracking systems and everything can help with this. I personally use Inventora, that is really helpful. I'll link them down below, as well as just like a few online tracking systems can really help. You just got to make sure that you're covering your costs of your materials. So for me, that's your fabrics, that's your hair tie, that's your sewing machine, that's your time, and all those things. Incorporating that into your product pricing and then also comparing that to your competitors. Really just make sure you got your product pricing down packed before you start your business, because it's just going to be a mess if you don't. Now, on the topic of product pricing and products, shipping is also really important. So in this day and age, we do a lot of online shopping. Online shopping is really popular and shipping is a big factor of that. So behind me, I have my shipping mailers and everything. So when you're talking about shipping, you've got to work out your products and how you're going to ship them. I personally use eco-friendly mailers, so compostable mailers. I find them really nice and my products just fit nicely in there. They don't need that too much protection. So I have all different sizes of them, but also boxes, bubble wrap if you want to use it, you know, styrofoam, those sort of things. It just depends on what products you're selling. You also got to work out what platform you're going to ship through. So I personally use Ozpost. My post business through Ozpost. It's an easy sort of setup. You need an ABN, so that is why it's really important to get an ABN. But my post business is really good, and you can track all your things and do all your shipping and everything online and then just lodge it at the post office. So it's nice and simple. You don't need a label printer, but having a thermal label printer is really easy and makes it really simple because you can just literally drop it off. I definitely would recommend, if you're in Australia, Ozpost. Definitely use them. Sendle is another platform to send through. I haven't had much experience. I always just use Ozpost, but other countries use all different ones as well. So just make sure that you search up, you know, your most common postage companies in your country and work out what's be most cost effective for you. We have our products, we have our way of shipping and getting to the customer. Now we actually have to have some product packaging. So product packaging is really important because that is one of the first things the customer sees when they receive the product. I personally use a couple of different things for my product packaging. First thing is on the actual product itself is a little tag. So most of my products have the same tag or very similar. On my scrunchies, this is what it looks like. So it's got Handmade Jems on there, and then on the back, this is my old one, but my new one has a website on it. Yeah, I don't have a new one here, but have socials or some way to connect with us on the back. If the customer loses all the other product packaging and they just have this, they still know where it came from and they still know that they can follow me, they can connect with me, etc. Business cards are really important as well. So these are my current business cards. I've just ordered more, but I just have my logo on the front with my slogan, "Stay Gorgeous," as well as some logos kind of prompting the person to turn it over and have a look on the back. That just shows that I've got Instagram, Facebook, email and YouTube, and then they turn it over and they're like, oh wow, this is how we connect. So I've actually got an updated one coming in the mail. I think it's meant to come tomorrow, but I wanted to film this video today. But definitely recommend designing some business cards that are going to be useful down the track as well, and make sure that they don't outdate. So just having your socials, have a little thank you message. Some people like doing a little incentive, so if you share you get this % off, etc. I personally do that on thank you cards. And they are another packaging thing. These are just printed on photo paper, so nice and cheap. But it's a thank you card and it says, if you share your order has made our day, we hope this package makes yours. Share your order and tag us for a little discount, and then that's what happens. Making sure you have all these sort of packaging in your brand colors, your brand logo are really important. My personal brand colors for Handmade Jems are your teal sort of blue, as you can see, as well as your craft paper and white. I try to make it as eco-friendly as possible and sustainable as possible, and that even comes down to how I package my products, using my, you know, eco-friendly tape, which is water activated and it's got like a gum that sticks, as well as my stickers, which are the Handmade with Love ones, as well as even packaging in boxes instead of, you know, plastic mailers. Same with the eco-friendly mailers. So they're all things to think about and remember when having a business. Product packaging is one of the main big things that really sells your business and sells the professionalism of your business to the customer. I've done a few different videos on product packaging and I don't doubt I will do more, so definitely let me know if you want to see more of that, because I'm more than happy to do videos on product packaging as well. Another thing I would suggest is have a business plan. These are really accessible through your local councils, online, etc. Business plans are really good because it helps you really think about things that you wouldn't really think about when starting a business. It helps you think about your niche target audience, helps think about your competitors. Even though I definitely believe in community over competition, it really does help. And my last tip is building a network. Now, networking is so important and it's so easy to do, especially on social media. Word of mouth is definitely such a great way to network. So just telling your friends, your family to share your content, to talk about it, you know, telling them what you're doing. It's being proud of your business. Also networking through social media. So following your competitors, following your communities. So businesses that are similar to you, that sell similar things, you've got similar target audiences, and following them, commenting on their posts and everything, and really just connecting with them. Because we're all in this together, you know, small businesses is such a great community to be in. I absolutely love all my small business friends and I've made some lifelong friends in this journey. So you'll definitely connect with people if you do it in the right way. Obviously, you're not going to contact them about their suppliers and everything because that's the hard work that we all each need to do individually. But talk to them about, you know, if they have any tips for business. If, you know, hey, I'm starting a new business, like I'd love to, you know, help out, or I'd love to do a little collaboration down the track. Things like that are really going to help when you do your business. Now, that was the last tip I had, but I just wanted to say it doesn't have to be perfect. Starting a business is so daunting and there's a lot to remember, but I really hope this video has helped. I definitely believe in business growth and personal growth in your business. Your whole business doesn't need to be perfect. Looking back at my business, I would do things totally different if I could go back, but at the same time I'm also so glad that I didn't, because it has enabled me to grow and enabled me to, you know, see my journey over the years and see how well my businesses have grown, and I'm really proud of it now. It doesn't have to be perfect, because if we're perfect there's nothing to grow into. I really hope this video was really beneficial for you guys. It was a little business tip one which I haven't done in a while, but thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know if you like these videos and if you want another one. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely day and stay gorgeous.